Hey guys, Marsengan here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so today we are going to be doing the new stage of Extreme Super Battle Road that's come out, which is of course the Exploding Rage stage. So I put up a team building guide for this. I did talk about in that video that I do think the best team for this is going to be the team with the new God Goku that came out for Saiyan Day. Obviously if you don't have him, I made that guide, so go check it out. I did tweet out earlier this morning. I've been at work all day, so as you can see from the display, I have already beaten it, and I beat it with this team. I posted the screenshot earlier, but the thing is, with recording things on my phone, when I get home, I have to upload them from my phone to my Google Drive, and then download it onto my PC. And in the time it takes for it to do all of that, I literally might as well just do it again, because then I have the video with all the sound, because I have to record commentary over those runs anyway. So yeah, it just basically becomes a case of I might as well just do it again. And then we have all the sound, we have the music playing in the background, we actually have the game OST, because otherwise it's commentary. You guys have probably seen some of these no item run videos before that I've done, where yeah, it ends up being commentary and then I just put an OST in the background, but you don't get any of the actual like game sound effects or anything. So obviously this team, very, very good. God Goku with his, as long as you're getting the 3 orbs to get the extra dodge chance, has a 60% chance to dodge, and so that makes him a very good slot 1 unit for Super Battle Road. And then of course if you're picking up the 6 orbs, which both of those things are made easier by the fact that he has the orb changing ability, you are able to get a guaranteed additional super attack. And as you can see here, obviously we had type advantage over Fat Boo, but he's able to just completely take him out. Then we have Physical Super Saiyan Bardock. I talked about this in the team building guide, but units that can stun or seal are still obviously very powerful and very effective in Super Battle Road, right? Because this is one of the main modes in the game that can still be considered like quote-unquote difficult content, which again, judging by based on the scale of your box, I feel like Super Battle Road has become a lot less difficult these days, but this is one of the only events that could still be considered like difficult endgame content, where stunning and sealing is still a really effective ability. So another unit that is very, very good on this team is the Physical Dragon Ball Super Broly. You can see him there. Oh, and obviously God Goku, if you get 6 orbs, he also has guard, so even if he doesn't dodge a normal attack in slot 1, you saw there he only takes about 30k from a normal attack. And then obviously once he gets his super attacks off, he's raising his defense, so he'll take even less than that if he doesn't dodge hits after getting his supers off. And then Physical Dragon Ball Super Broly, he gets a guaranteed additional super attack if there are multiple enemies, and of course does an AoE. He is the only AoE unit on the team, but I mean you can see there with God Goku getting off all his additional super attacks, with how powerful some of the units are on our team. It's not like we particularly need a ton of AoE units. Then we're running Kid Goku. You saw him in slot 3 on that previous turn. He's a nice orb changer as well, just helps kind of glue the team together, add a bit of cohesiveness. And of course, if you pick up 7 orbs with him, you give the entire rotation damage reduction, which is also very, very useful. So I think what we will do here, yeah, we'll keep you in the middle. I want to put Bardock in front of as few attacks as possible, and then also, because he can seal, we will get him to seal up Vegeta here. Vegeta's attacking him first, so he'll get his guard, so then even if Gotenks super attacks Bardock, he shouldn't take that much damage, and then we'll deal some damage to Gotenks. I probably should have aimed God Goku at Gotenks as well, to be fair, but God Goku dodging the super attack from Vegeta, that's what we like to see. Although, of course Vegeta super attacks in slot 1, now Bardock's going to seal him, so I wouldn't be surprised if Gotenks actually does end up super attacking Bardock now, but fortunately he will have his guard up. That's the thing, Physical Super Saiyan Bardock can be risky in harder content because the first hit that you have to take with him is the scariest one, because you have to take a hit and then his guard activates. But in Super Battle Road, because you can seal, you just make sure that you're sealing, even if he has to take attacks from, say you're in a 3 enemy fight and all of the enemies are attacking once in the slot that he's in, you just make sure that you get him to seal the enemy who's attacking him first, and then you're guaranteed that they're not going to super him, then his guard goes up, and then he's able to tank the hits from the other two. Obviously, with no defensive item active, if he was to take a super, even from the second or third attack, he might still take a little bit of damage, but you're obviously a lot less likely to get one shot when it's not the first attack of the turn that he's taking. So that is a good bit of tech that you can use with his ability. Just make sure you're sealing the first enemy that's going to be attacking him, and then he can get that guard active without having to worry about being super attacked. So that does work out quite nicely. So let's go for, I guess because Gohan has disadvantage against Gotenks, let's keep going for Gotenks. Broly's obviously going to do the AoE. I might as well just pick up all the same type orbs. We don't need all the health, but I might as well. And then we'll just aim Gohan at Vegeta here with the type advantage. Because Broly is going to hit both enemies, but obviously doesn't have type advantage against Vegeta. So if he's not critting, he's not going to be doing huge amounts of damage. I actually now can't remember off the top of my head. I don't think he has any sort of built-in crit. He just gets the guaranteed additional if there's more than one enemy. So yeah, this team functions very, very well. It'll be interesting to see how we compare to the previous time, because I did do it with this team already. We've obviously beaten the stage, got the mission rewards and everything, so we will get to see at the end what the clear time is. There we go, God Goku. Getting the dodge on the super attack from Gotenks, that's exactly what we want to see. And then in comes Broly with the AoE. No crit, but we get the guaranteed additional. Gotenks is already dead, I believe. I'm pretty sure he had the tiniest sliver of health when Broly got that first super off. No crit again, unfortunately. But of course, that's another good byproduct of having sealed Vegeta on the previous turn with Bardock, is he is unable to super attack Broly, because Broly getting super attacked by Vegeta there potentially would have been a game over without a defensive item active. And now we go into the final stage against God Goku. So we're going to have some God Goku versus God Goku action. And as I talked about in the team building guide, when you have these stages where there's only one enemy, it's where things like sealing and stunning become even more effective, because obviously we can now seal God Goku here, and just for 2 turns we don't have to worry about getting super attacked, which is really nice. We can't get the 7 orbs for Kid Goku. We can get 5. That gives him all of his solo buffs, and we did pick up 2 rainbow orbs. He gets a little bit of extra damage reduction for himself per rainbow orb. So with the fact that we're getting support from Bardock and we're sealing him, so we know he's not going to super Kid Goku at the end, we should be perfectly fine. Kid Goku might take some damage, but we're not going to get killed, right? Because he can't super. We're on basically full health. He didn't super attack God Goku, so there you go. Unfortunately, buddy, that's your only opportunities there to super attack out the window, because you get sealed. See, 85k and then double digits. But at least the 85k, we were never at risk that that was going to be a super attack, because Bardock coming in clutch with the seal. So Kid Goku, A with the crit, very nice. We're probably, if he crits again, I think we are actually just going to 2-turn this fight as well. So this has gone very well. The only downside, I guess, for this build is the fact that God Goku here is STR. Yeah, look at that. My Kid Goku is only 55%. And he's taking anywhere between like 3 digits and what was like the highest, like 7,000, something like that. Pretty good for a 55% type disadvantage unit. So in fact, if we want this to be even quicker here, let's go ahead and keep you in slot 1, because God Goku is sealed, so we know he can't super attack. Namek Goku would potentially be in trouble if his first attack he was taking here was a super, but because we can essentially ensure that that doesn't happen, he's now got a bunch of attack buffs as well as being effective against all types. Because that's the thing, God Goku, whilst he is a very, very effective slot 1 unit, he doesn't have to be in slot 1, right? So if we get a situation like this where it's actually more beneficial for another unit to put them in slot 1, then obviously God Goku's just perfectly fine in slot 2, which is something that, you know, it's one of the criticisms, the few criticisms that people have of, say, Vegeta and Trunks, right, is that they lose a lot of their effectiveness if they're not in slot 1, especially once a certain amount of turns have passed and they have no guard, but they also do get an attack and defensive buff if they're in slot 1. I can't remember the exact percentage, but they literally get a buff if they're in slot 1. Whereas God Goku, it doesn't matter what slot he's in, right? And with the 60% dodge, he's obviously a very good candidate for slot 1. But on this turn, it definitely worked in our favour to put Carnival Goku in slot 1 instead. Now, unfortunately, no crits for God Goku. I was going to say, unless Broly comes in clutch with a crit here, it looks like we're probably not going to finish off God Goku on this turn. So... oh, we do get the triples. Oh, man, if at least one of those had been crits, I think maybe we would have done it, right? Man, all 3 no crits. But he does greatly raise defense on Super as well, so double-digit damage from all the attacks. Now, if I really wanted to be safe here, I can get 6 orbs, though, because, I mean, God Goku has guard. Actually, yeah, let's just let God Goku finish off God Goku, because I liked saying that. Because I could have just put Gohan in slot 1, right? Because he's got guard and natural type advantage. But God Goku here, he didn't super anyway. So, yeah, he didn't super a single time, did he? He didn't super in the slot 1 of the turns where he wasn't sealed, or he was sealed for basically the entire fight. So any of these fights where you only fight one enemy at the end, super easy if you're bringing units that seal and stun. AGL Gohan, he didn't even get a rotation against this Goku until now, but AGL LR Gohan also lowers attack, which is another effect that is still very useful in Super Battle Road, especially when combined with sealing. Like, you don't necessarily have to have stunners, but if you can keep an enemy sealed and then keep hitting them with attack lowering attacks, they literally just can't do anything to you. So there you go. That is Exploding Rage Super Battle Road, beaten with no items. Second run, second try, and second win. So obviously very good team for doing this stage. Like I said at the beginning, if you can't recreate this team that I've used exactly, I did make a team building guide. I made one obviously for Space Traveling Warriors as well. I'll have a video for that going up later. We did not beat the time. In fact, it took quite a while longer. Although I guess I did do an intro at the beginning, right, while we were still on the menu. Well, actually no, that was before we jumped into the event. Who knows, maybe I just got a little bit unlucky. I guess when I'm recording and actually doing commentary at the same time, I do go a little bit slower. So I suppose it is what it is. But there you go. That is Exploding Rage beaten with no items. Let me know down below, what team did you guys use for this one? Whether you used items or not, it's all good. Let me know what team you used down below. And we'll have a video for Space Traveling Warriors going up a little bit later on. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store. And I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.